Guruve Gaurachandra Radhika Jadali Krishna Krishna Bhaktaya Tadabhaktaya Namo Namaha Shri Nandanandanam Vande Radhika Charanadvayam Gopi Jana Samayuktam Vrindavan Manoharam Bhajami Radham Aravindanettram Smarami Radham Manudasmitasyam Bhajami Radham Gurunavadaram Tato Manoyasti Katena Karti Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare Hare. So first of all, I give pranams to our Guru Varga, our Gurudev, Vishnupad Vidanti Swami, Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, Shiksha Gurus, Sri Gauranga Goswami Maharaj, Bhaktivedanta Madhusudan Goswami Maharaj, all devotees, pranams. So today we went to Mansarovar, great place. We're lucky just to hear something, touch something, remember something. So man only in Vrindavan, only that degree of affection is there. It's true we hear something of man in Dwarka, but that is a shadow. When one day Narad Muni, who is very fond of making quarrels, Guru Maharaj said, if your family is very peaceful and happy, just invite Narad Muni for prasad. Something he will generate, something. Therefore he's Kotak Priya. He's always very interested to see some new things, some astonishing. So Narad Muni came from the heavenly planets, and Indra gave him some special flower, parijat flower. Anu. Yes, Indra gave to Krishna some, to Narad. Then Narad Muni brought that flower to Dwarka. Then he said, Narad Muni that time, Krishna was with 16,108 queens. And each queen thinks Krishna loves me the most. And only Krishna, he is Rasik Shekhar. Krishna can fully reciprocate with every soul. He has that power, Bhagavan. He can have millions of mothers, millions of fathers, millions of friends, millions of beloveds. And each one thinks Krishna loves me the most. That is the astonishing thing. So Krishna must be a few times every day tells each queen, of all my queens, you are most dear, most beloved. So that time Narad Muni came, there was some general assembly, everyone was there. Then Narad brought this special flower from heaven. Oh, and in front of everyone he said, give this to your most beloved queen. And Krishna began perspiring. Oh Narad, I'll do it later. No, I insist, you must do now. Then each queen was thinking, today he told me, all my queens, no one serves me like you, no one has affection like you. So each queen had some hope, definitely Krishna will give me. But only unfortunately, Krishna can make himself do 16,108, but that flower is not Krishna. One flower remains. What to do? So now he came in Narad Muni's trap. Now Krishna closed his eyes, gave to Rukmini. Then immediately Satyabhama came in Ma. Means we see in Ram Lila also. Every queen had one manga, one special room. Each queen has manga, but Radhika has whole Seva Kunj. That's her manga. Manga means when she's in this mood, she goes to that place. These earrings given by Krishna. This sari given by Krishna. This necklace given by Krishna. So she threw everything. Same thing we hear in Ram Lila. When Kaikeyi also to extract some promise from Dasaratha Maharaj, she also went in this man. And that is the secret weapon of every woman. Man have guns, bombs, knives, many things, but woman has tears. That is the weapon of the woman. So in a very angry mood, Satyabhama throwing this. Then Krishna came, and very sweet words, oh Satyabhama, why you're so much angry? I just gave one flower to Rukmini, but to you I will give a whole tree. Then Rukmini gave up her man. Very quickly, she gave up. Satyabhama gave up. And Satyabhama doing man, but we never hear Rukmini or others doing. Satyabhama, Rukmini more of a generous nature. Also in Brihad Bhagavatamrita we hear when Narad Muni wanted to find who is the greatest recipient of the mercy of Krishna. So he saw, you know this story, Brihad Bhagavatamrita, he saw one Brahmin worshipping the Shalagram at Prayag. You are the greatest mercy, recipient of Krishna's mercy. No, no. The king of Jagannath, the king of South India, he has more mercy, he does more festivals. Then he went to the king of Puri. Many places he went. He went to Lord Shiva. He went to Hanuman. He went to Prahlad. He went to the Pandavas. When Narad Muni went to the Pandavas were trying to discuss some new trouble they would get in, so Krishna would have to come to save them. But still, the Pandavas so dear to Krishna, but Krishna never sent Arjuna to Vrindavan. He sent Uddhav. So Narad Muni went to Uddhav in Dwarka, began glorifying Uddhav. Of all devotees, you are the topmost recipient of the mercy of Krishna. You are Krishna's minister, Krishna's friend, Krishna's Daita Saka. What you are not to Krishna? And Uddhav, hearing everything, he hanged his head. I used to think so. But out of great mercy, Krishna sent me to Vrindavan. Like someone wearing a hat on base camp of Everest. When they look at the top of Everest, their hat falls off. Uddhav said, when I saw the gopis' viraha, the gopis' attachment to Krishna, my pride, my hat fell off. Then Uddhav began glorifying the Braja gopis. We see in Bhagavatam these 6 verses, Asamaho Charanayanu Jusamaham Cham Vrindavan Kimapi Latau Puramasa. These verses we see that how Uddhav glorified the gopis. Why every man thinks my wife is the best. Even her teeth may be crooked, one eye up, one eye down. Every man thinks my wife is number one. So if Krishna glorifies the gopis, maybe people believe, maybe people not believe. But Uddhav, so jnani, so learned personality, the disciple of Brihaspati, if he glorifies the gopis, the whole world will listen. Uddhav, brahmachari, he has such regard for the Braja gopis. So for that reason Uddhav chose. So when Satyabhama heard this, the glories of the gopis, Krishna also began weeping very bitterly. When Satyabhama saw this, she tried man again, like before she had done previously. But this time Krishna very angry. He was not pleased by Satyabhama's behavior. So woman has her tears, but man also have his ultimate nuclear Brahmastra weapon. What is that? Send the wife back to the father's house. Chalo. Because when husband rejects, women have no place to go. Where she goes? Back to father's house. That's why these days modern people, they hear the Dvijapatnis when their husbands say, get out, we will never have you back. These days everyone think, no problem, they can just marry again. What problem? Go on Tinder or something. At that time, how strong was the Vedic culture? Out means finished, gone. So when Rukmini, Satyabhama did this man, then Krishna not joke. Krishna very angry, had red eyes. Oh, Satyabhama envious of the gopis? Then he said, oh, Satyabhama's father was Satyajit. He was like, This is a story in Bhagavatam. He made many trouble for Krishna and he ended up being murdered. And before that, he gave his daughter in marriage, a little bit by force. So when Krishna saw Satyabhama's behavior, Krishna very angry. Oh Satyajit Nandini, remember your father is there. That option is always open. The door is always open for you to go back. If Krishna just gives word. So Krishna is so angry, so strict that Satyabhama became afraid. Immediately gave up her mom. And came and offered prayers to Krishna's feet. So we see even Dwarka that man is weak, but Radhika's man. This is not weak like the man of the queens of Dwarka. This is very strong. Krishna just threatening and man finished. But Braj, Krishna doing everything, still not finished. Krishna finished, but man is not finished. One time Gurudev told one katha. One time Krishna and Radhika were talking. What is man? Krishna asked him, what is man? How do I do man? Oh, Radhika said, man is a very simple thing. Not simple thing, but you cannot talk, you cannot think. You have to avoid fully. Can be no contact. So Krishna also doing man. Sometimes like that. Krishna also doing, but his man also a little weak, not like Radhika's. So Krishna also practicing. Sometimes there's a very beautiful verse in Vilat Pushpanjali. When Radhika doing man, like that. And Krishna also a little disturbed, he also avoiding talking. Then Manjari thinking how to arrange the meeting of Radha Krishna. Krishna have his pride, he's also. Radhika have her man. So one Manjari, very clever, she said, oh Krishna, stop looking at me, I will not become involved in this. One Manjari speaks like that. Then Radhika became very happy because Krishna broke his man. He's trying to involve the Manjaris like that. So when Radhika hear that, when Radhika hear the voice of Manjari, so clever, then Radhika began smiling, very happy, Krishna's been defeated. Then when Krishna saw Radhika smile, then he also gave up his man like this, so it's a very wonderful thing. Of course, this world is just perversion, like a shadow, but today we went to that real place. So these moods only in Braj. Nowhere else. We cannot find this in Vaikuntha, we cannot find this in Ayodhya, we cannot find this anywhere, this only in Braj. And this man really only fully present in Radhika. Even Chandravali cannot do like that. She angry, when she angry Krishna, she just weeps. She is a little more soft like that. So Gurudev would say sometimes Chandravali think, what is Radhika's prema? She doing man? Man is very bad thing. Why is she giving distress to Krishna? Satyabhama cannot understand. But Radhika also cannot understand. Chandravali has no man. No man means no love, no affection. So anyway, we are lucky. We are not very qualified, but today we went there. So today also Vrindavan, this topic is so big we could not speak everything. But there is famous for lunch pastimes. Anyway, that's what I generally remember from that place. Krishna goes 12 main forests, 7 on the eastern side, 5 on this western side, other western side. So every day Krishna takes Krishna had 900,000 cows. Sri Ram has 2,100,000 cows. And who can imagine all these other coward boys, how many cows? So like many little streams enter a river, all boys' cows enter into one huge ocean of cows. Huge ocean. So many different colors, white, red, black, speckled, orange. So many different colors, 7 different shaped heads of cows. And Krishna knows each one by name. So these cows have so much affection. Gopis say those eyes which not seen the beauty of Krishna, Balaram or Radhika Krishna at that time when they go for Gauricharan, that person who not seen those Aksham Matam Phalamidam Nam Paramvedam. The perfection of the eyes is to see the beauty of Radha Krishna, especially Krishna when he enters the forest. So this Vrindavan is so much attractive. This Vrindavan is Radhika's Surup also. And we hear generally Braj is Balaram, Surup, but we always hear Radhika's Vrindavaneshwari. Radharani also have her creation. So how beautiful is the forest? This forest gives so much happiness to Krishna's senses. When Krishna sees the trees, the fruits, the birds, the insects, the flowers, then Krishna's eyes feel very happy. When he hears the sound of the different birds, his ears feel blissful. When Krishna smells the fragrance of the honey and the different bee, the different flowers, Krishna's nose feels so much bliss. The soft soil of Vrindavan. So this Vrindavan gives pleasure to all Krishna's senses. So all cowherd boys, when they go for cow grazing, each brings their lunch back. Because Krishna is a king, he is the son of Nanda, he has a special tiffin, 5-star tiffin. Kachoris, pakoras, ghee halwa, fruit, sabji, onion. Krishna's tiffin is big because he's king. And other boys just like little bit ordinary boys, just roti sabji. So every day they plunder Krishna's tiffin. Well, Kanaya, you're eating like a king every day. We will also take, they steal Krishna's tiffin, and Krishna eats the sabji and roti of the ordinary boys. So Krishna feels very happy by this. So all boys sit in circles. One time I asked Gurudev, Gurudev, so many servants of Radhika, how will we get any seva? And Gurudev laughed, Yogamaya gives so much seva, don't worry. So one Krishna, millions and millions of boys, but each boy thinks Krishna is taking prasad with me today because he loves me most. So Krishna like the center of a lotus, and all boys like rings around that lotus. But how wonderful Yogamaya think each boy thinks Krishna is facing me, Krishna is taking. And Brijavasi famous for cooking, so each boy cracks open his bag. Oh, Kanaya, this one is very good. They take pakora, take a bite, some chutney. Hey, this one's very nice. So the planet of Brahma, we will hear. The Brahmanas take 3-4 baths a day, perfect Vedic mantras. Maharaj says in South India, just to offer a glass of water to Bhagwan, they chant mantra for 20-30 minutes. We could have said we should not do that because you think Krishna's going to wait 20-30 minutes for breakfast, he'll run off to another Brijavasi's house. So Brijavasi's mood is different. No? So what is the mood? No bell, no mantra. They bite and throw. And Krishna catches. And oh boys, too much clapping. Nice catch, Kanaya. Good one, good one. Oh, sometimes Krishna jokes when the boys give him something. Oh, your mother is not cooking very nicely. This is no good taste. Then boy becomes offended. This is all like parihas, like hausaras, joking. What? How dare you speak about my mother like that? Come on, I'll give you one of these. Then all boys laughing like this. So there's so much swapping food, stealing sweets. So especially Madhu Mangal, different type of sakas are there. Some are like messengers. Some are like Vidusak. Vidusak means like clown, like jokers. So Madhu Mangal always giving so much laughter to Krishna, Balaram, Nandiyas, everyone, gopis especially. So much joking. Especially he's quite fat. Therefore when he eats, he gives so much happiness to all Brijavasi. So Madhu Mangal's lunch bag is like at least 4 or 5 times bigger than any other saka. And he's like trying to hide, all boys sharing, but he don't want to share too much. So one boy come behind, Krishna come behind and cover Madhu Mangal's eyes. Then naturally Madhu Mangal goes like this, another boy pulls his dhoti down. Then one hand here, then how he hold the prasad. Then some boy steals his bag, and 1 second his lock is broken. Then all Madhu Mangal's laddus and sweets and burfis and sundaes and everything he collected since morning, that's all gone in a flash. And Madhu Mangal become very angry. You guys don't know who I am? You are just low-class, ordinary gwalas, but I am Brahman. So if you don't give me my food, I will curse you. Then he begins doing with his Brahman thread, Then, oh boy, it's too much laughing. All right, just relax, Madhu, here, take this and that. And if they so blissfully they take prasad, so happy, with so much joy, so much happiness. So, one demon, he was watching, many stories, there was Brahma was watching all this, Lord Brahma. Because in Brihad Bhagavatamrita, you read each planet, they're worshipping Bhagavan. Earth we worship, like we have Jagannath, especially famous in Earth planet. In lower planets also they worship 7 deeps, they also worship 7 islands. But in higher planets they also worship. Indra worships there according to his mood with all Brahmanas. But the higher planets, including the highest planet of Lord Brahma, they worship Yagyesh Bhagavan. Vishnu, 1,000 arms. And they worship through fire sacrifice. Sometimes Bhagavan manifests from the fire and accepts the offerings, and Brahma sees with his own eyes. So in Brahma's planet, imagine the perfect pronunciation, the level of cleanliness, the level of devotion, all careful etiquette. So Brahma watching us. This is Bhagavan. This is Bhagavan. Come on. Because especially Maharaj says in winter, no guarantee, coward boys taking bath every day. When cold, who wants to take baths every 3-4 days, no problem. No handkerchief, so Pekin knows where it goes. So, washing hands, also no guarantee. Hey, Madhav, how are you? So Brahmaji watching all this, Brahmaji became bewildered. And who would not become bewildered? Ivan Naradila. He's doing pastimes, Naradila Vachas, he's doing pastimes like village boy. Ivan Naradila. In his prayer here, Sukadeva Goswami spoke these verses. He's doing pastime just like a village boy. Is he Bhagavan or is he a village boy? Even Brahma bewildered, confused. They're not speaking Sanskrit, they're speaking this Brijbas. So also this is very like low class language, like village language. So Krishna's all activities like that, even Brahma see all this, he become bewildered. So this lunch pastime going on, then one demon, all cows, because cows cannot eat pakoras and laddus and all these things, they have to go for grass. So calves went off to eat this green grass. When Gurudev went to Sydney, first time, I remember I was there, then Gurudev stayed one night, then next morning he told this kirtan. Then he was saying, the calves, greedy for grass, they left Krishna. And they went to eat many things in the forest. So especially there's one grass, you see it with a, you know the big tall grass with the white top? They call this manju. So it's very dry, especially. So all calves went into this forest to eat the green grass. So when the boys saw calves have gone, that's our seva. So all boys went to get the calves also. So when all boys and calves came to one very dry area, there was no green grass, just manju, this manju forest. That time one servant of Kamsa, he took advantage, he made a forest fire. This forest fire is so hot, so burning. So Buddha said, we are like that. Even we are in Vrindavan, but still, mind is going where? If we had a video screen connected to our brain and people would see what we were thinking, we would have no friends. Everyone would run away from us. Mind is so crazy, so uncontrolled. In 1 second, where it go? In 1 second, where it go? Very hard to control. Bhakti Bhaiva Puri Goswami Maharaj, he said, light comes from the sun. It takes how many seconds? 21 seconds or something. 8 minutes. I think light travels 892,000 miles a second. So it takes this from the sun, it takes light 8 minutes to get to earth. Krishna Chandra, don't sleep. Oh, I'm not sleeping. It takes 8 minutes from light to come from the sun to earth, but our mind can go to the sun in 1/11 of a second. So put in mind, put up your hand. Who said I can control the mind? Put up your hand. The mind is very strong. In 1 second it goes. And mind goes through the senses. Therefore senses are very restless because of mind. Mind goes through the senses and enjoys them. Enjoys through the senses. So go means cow, go means senses. In 1 second, where they go. So always, the problem with these senses, always searching for new grass, new thing, something fresh. Even though we do the same thing again and again, Prahlad said, chewing the chew, still never satisfied, never satisfied. Like cow 24 hours eating, never satisfied. Even he's sitting there, but still he's chewing something. So mind is like that. Mind take us everywhere in this world. If mind is not controlled, how can it be peaceful? No question of peace. And if not peaceful, who can be happy? So go means cow, go means senses. The cows went to this forest. And when you're young, everything's very nice, right? When young, but become little old, hair falls out and stomach goes out. Many pains, many aches, many sufferings, many anxieties. Wife not listen to you, children not listen to you, money problem, financial problem, and how many, all sides there's eating us. So that time, this forest fire quickly surrounded the boys and calves. That time they cried, Krishna save us, Krishna save us. So Krishna in a flash, he came there and he said, oh boys, close eyes. Why? Because before, in Vrindavan, Krishna drank the forest fire in front of everyone. No? That forest fire represents some quarrel between the Vaishnavas. Like a fire destroys everything. Unnecessary quarrel between Vaishnavas, sectarianism, this also destroys everything. Problem is we want to be with everyone but cannot trust everyone, therefore have to be a little separate because this is Kali Yuga. But actually, in the ideal world, everyone would be friends, you could trust everyone. Like Gurudev have so much trust in his god brothers, Bhavan Goswami Maharaj, Trivikram Goswami, because he knows they will never preach against me to my disciples. Gurudev have full faith in his god brothers. Bhavan Maharaj also have full faith in his god brother, therefore he give all his disciples, go there for shiksha. But everyone is not like a Bhavan Goswami Maharaj or Pujapat Trivikram Maharaj. No? And therefore, unfortunately, you have to be a little bit like that. But it's not sectarian, this is to protect. But unnecessary party spirit, unnecessary sectarianism out of greed for money or disciples, this is like fire, this destroys everything. And we see it happening now. We are lucky we are here, everything quite nice here, no suffering, no burning here, but you could go down the road. This is like Mahabharata. So Krishna drank that forest fire in front of everyone. And the boys told Madhya Soda, then Madhya Soda too much punished Krishna that night. Drinking fire? Are you foolish? Like this. So Krishna don't want his friends to see him drinking fire because they'll tell Madhya Soda again, then he'll get in trouble. And boys thinking, not that Krishna is Bhagavan, but like when you do mantra, you close your eyes, you cover it. So boys thinking, Krishna knows some magic, something he knows. Krishna is Bhagavan, no one thinks. But Krishna, he knows something, some mystic power he learned. Therefore, if we chant mantra, you have to close eyes so that Krishna's magic will be successful. Everyone closed eyes also. And when all boys closed eyes, Krishna drank that forest fire. So Gurudev said, but who will chant Krishna's name? When all boys surrounded by fire, they chant Krishna's name with one pointed mind. So only when you realize this world is like fire, this world is like poison, then we'll take bhakti seriously. Right now we think, no, I have many things. I have my apartment, I have my guitar, I have my bank account, I have my friends, I have my family, I have many, many things. Many other things to rely on apart from Krishna. Therefore we are not chanting seriously. But when boys really in that fire, then they chanted Krishna's name. And when they were chanting, then Krishna drank that forest fire. And when boys opened eyes, where were they? No forest fire, no nothing, back, taking lunch with Krishna. So Gurudev said, when we chant sincerely, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. That time all forest fire gone where? Cheto Dapanam Marjanam Mahadavagni Vapanam Shreya Koyava Chandrikam Vitadanam Vidivaham. As long as we hear Katha, as long as we're in Vaishnava Sangha, as long as we have Thakurji, Prasad, where is suffering in this world? No suffering. But as soon as you turn your back on all these things, then Maya will eat you. So Gurudev said, when you chant your eyes nicely, when you close your eyes and chant perfectly with pure devotion, fixed mind, then where will you? You open your eyes, where are you? Golok Vrindavan. That is power of name. So Gurudev would tell all this katha there at Vrindavan. There is also the place of Sridham. Right? Sridham. Sridham is very special. Sakha, he is also Radhika's brother. Sometimes Krishna and Sridham may argue, a little quarrel. Then Sridham, Kanaya, who do you think you are? I'm older than you, better looking than you, stronger than you. You're proud because your father is Nanda Maharaj, but your father only has 900,000 cows. My father, Vrishabhanu Maharaj, don't forget. My father has 2,100,000 cows, and my sister is Radhika. When Krishna says that, Krishna have no answer. My sister is Radhika. So, very special. Sridham don't know all about Radha Krishna's relationship. This would disturb his Sakiras. All Sakhis not aware of these things, only Priyananda Sakhis. But Balaram and Sridham not too much absorbed in that. So Sridham is so dear to Krishna. So when Krishna left, then Sridham waited there at Vrindavan, waited. And how long he waited? 5,000 years. We see Thakurji, as soon as we go around the corner, we forget him. Everyone's there and as soon as Prasad bell hit, who cares about Bhagavan? But Sridham not forgot. 5,000 years he waited. When Gaurasundar came and Nityananda came, then again he met after 5,000 years. 5,000 years he only weeping and waiting. There's a story when Nityananda came to Vrindavan first, Sridham met him then. Who is Nityananda? Balaram. Balaram so tall, like a silver elephant, like a crystal mountain. So Nityananda, of course, Nityananda is not white complexion, Baladev, he's saffron complexion. But still Baladev, all lakshan is there, all symptom is there. So Sridham met Nityananda Guru. Nityananda could recognize, Sridham could not recognize too much. That is the difference between Bhagavan and the associates. When Bhagavan won, the associates forget. Okay. So, Sridham asked, who are you? Nityananda said, you don't remember? I'm Balaram. Sridham not believed. How can it be possible? You have to prove you're Balaram. How? Race around Govardhan. 26 kilometers. Because only one person can beat me in foot race, that is Balaram. So they had a race around Govardhan and Nityananda won. Then Sridham accepted him. Yes, I accept. You are Balaram. So now, other Vaishnavas will speak. Please forgive me for speaking too long. Shri Vrindavan ki jai, Shri Mansarovar ki jai, Shri Akrugat ki jai, Go Premanandi.
Ajnanatimirandasya Jananjanashalakaya Chakshurungalidam Yana Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Gurave Guruchandraya Radhikaya Tadare Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tattvaktaya Namah Anchakalpatarubhyascha Parashrivya Vacha
7 minutes.
Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namah Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. First of all, unlimited Dandavat pranams to Shiva Gurudev, until Krishna Vishnupad Srimad Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, Shiksha Gurudeva Swami Vishnupad Prasad Srimad Bhaktivedanta Madhusudan Goswami Maharaj, Srimad Krishna Tirtha Purani, all Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, Pujapad Damodar Maharaj, Dandavat pranam. So we have visited many places today, and there was one we used to visit which is near, more or less, those places we visited today, but we will visit, actually we visited one place from it, that is Vrindavan. We visited today Mansarovar. So today is Bahulashtami. Today is the appearance day of Sri Radha Kunda. Very, very special occasion. Vaikuntha Varamadu Puri Tatrapi Rasotsava Vrindavan Mudaramani Ramanat Tatrapi Govardhana Radha Kunda Miha Pikokulapati Premavrita Plavana Puryada Saviraj Giripati Sevam Vivekina Shivarupa Goswami sang in the Padishamrita. Mathura is much more exalted than Vaikuntha because Krishna took birth there. And higher than Vaikuntha is the wonderful forest of Vrindavan because Krishna revealed his Rasa Lila there. And higher than Vrindavan is Govardhan because autumn Rasa Lila is happening there. I'm sorry, spring Rasa Lila. And Krishna arose Govardhan with his own left finger. But higher than Govardhan is Radha Kunda, which is situated in the foothills. And that is the highest abode because that is none different from Srimati Radharani. Srimati Radharani is Krishna's highest beloved. So today, Radha Kunda appeared. How? Krishna used to kill a demon every day. Like it is said that every day before breakfast, Krishna used to kill one demon. So on that day, Krishna killed Arishtasura. Arishta was a demon in the form of a bull. So that was a terrible, gigantic, ferocious bull who was terrorizing everyone, who was bellowing very harshly and pawed the ground with his tail raised and his eyes glaring, and began to tear up the embankments with the tips of his horns every now and then, passing a little stool near him. So everybody was totally terrorized by the demon, and his hump was so high that the clouds were hovering around thinking that was a mountain. So high was his hump. So then when the coward men and ladies caught sight of the demon, they were struck with terror. So the pregnant cows and the pregnant ladies used to lose their fetuses because of the roar and the terrible sounds from his hooves. So domestic animals fled the pasture in fear, and then Krishna noticed, and he was thinking, okay, I'll do that fellow now. So he was standing, just reclining his arm upon the shoulder of his friend, and he shouted, "You fool, what do you think you're doing, you wicked rascal, frightening the coward community and the animals. I'm here just to punish corrupt miscreants like you." So Krishna very strongly challenged him, and he slapped his arms with his palms, further angering Arishta with a loud sound of provoking him. Come on. So then the Lord threw his mighty arm over the shoulder. He was just standing next to his friend on the shoulder, and Arishta pawed the ground with his hooves, and then the clouds hovering around that raised tail charged Krishna. And so he was pointing the tips of the horns on Krishna like this, and I'm going to pierce you now. But then Krishna, from the corners of his bloodshot eyes, Arishta rushed towards him with full speed and thunderbolt hurled by Indra. Then Krishna seized Arishtasura by the horns and threw him back 18 steps away. So then the demon rose up and charged on Krishna again, And then Krishna again seized him by the horn and he ripped up one horn and he just stabbed him. So Vishtasura was helpless, he was lying down, and then Krishna thrashed him as if he were a wet cloth, and finally yanked out of one demon's horns. He had struck him with it until he was prostrated. He was lying down, lying down. So then there were no sounds, everything was silent, but he was just, last sound he gave was vomiting sound, vomiting blood.
The gurgling of stool was very...
Yes, everything. So he was kicking his legs and rolling his eyes about. Vishtasura as painfully went to the abode of death. So then after, the gopis in the evening of that day said, "Hey Krishna, you're the killer of a cow." Remember this morning we were saying how they accused Krishna of killing a cow, Vatsasura, but they accused Krishna of killing a cow. So you're untouchable now, you're untouchable. Radhika said you're untouchable. Krishna wanted to play with them as usual. Now, stop, you're impure. You have to go to all the holy tirthas of the earth to get purified. Then Krishna said, oh, no need for me to go anywhere. And he dug a hole with his flute, again, big hole that was a kunda, Krishna kunda, otherwise known as Shyama kunda. So Krishna summoned all the holy tirthas to enter the hole, and they entered that pond. So Krishna said, oh, I've taken bath in the pond, now I'm completely pure. No, don't approach us. We don't recognize you anyway. What kind of thing? You know, we told you to go traveling, but you just made a trick on us. So then Krishna said, oh, actually you can dig your own kunda. You can dig your own kunda and you can help that kunda by taking water from my kunda. No, never it will be so. But Radhika said, okay, we have to, since Krishna made such a beautiful Shyama kunda, then we have to make our own kunda. So they started digging with the bracelets. They were starting digging with the bracelets. And then they said, okay, we'll take waters from Manasiganga, because Krishna firmly inserted all the holy waters of the earth, the Manasiganga, for the Brijbasis to take bath there. So, but then all the waters from Krishna's kund started praying to the gopis, oh, please use us, please use us. We want to be members of your kunda also, we want to enter your kunda. So finally, Radhika and the gopis agreed. So thus, Radha Kunda came about. So Krishna loves Kunda of his beloved Srimati Radhika so much. Every day he comes there, chants Radha mantra, and take bath faithfully in that Radha Kunda. So Radha Kunda is not different from Srimati Radhika, same Srimati Radhika but in the liquid form. So Bahula Ashtami, why Bahula? Because on that day also Bahula, the cow, took shelter of Krishna. There's another forest called Bahulavan. We'll be driving by, we don't go there anymore unfortunately, but on another day we'll be driving by. So there was one Brahman who had a cow and a calf, a son. So once a tiger attacked the cow, hey, I'm going to eat you. No, please have mercy upon me, because my little calf is not fed, so I have to go and give him some milk. The tiger was understanding, so he said, all right, but then you must come back, otherwise I'll find you and eat you anyway. So the cow went to give the last portion of milk to her calf, and the calf said, oh mother, no, I will not allow the tiger to devour you, I will go forward, offer myself to him. And then the Brahmana heard the conversation and he said, oh no, I will not allow that. And all three went to the tiger, and the Brahmana said, no, please eat me. Don't touch the cow and the calf. That's the greatest impious activity. So then Krishna was at that spot. And then while talking to Krishna, Brahmana had the change in his heart. And tiger had the change in his heart, so he became very merciful and let Brahmana with the cow and calf go back. So on that day, on the 8th day of black part, Krishna Ashtami of the month of Kartika, Bahula surrendered to Krishna. That's why the day is called Bahulashtami. And since Radha Kunda also is included in Bahulavan, so that name is belongs to that festival. So Shri Bahulashtami ki jai, Shri Radhakunda ki jai, Shri Rajananda Parikama ki jai. Now Achyutananda Prabhu will speak. Maharaj said you should speak, so Nitai Gaur Premanande.
Devam Narayana Mande Vrindavan Vasinam Namaskar Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaurava Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram. So first of all, I offer my obeisances into the lotus feet of my spiritual master, Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhaktivedanta Madhusudana Goswami Maharaj, Sannyasi Ram, Vaishnavas and Vaishnavas present, please accept my pranam for the listening of the Srila. So today we had such a wonderful day. We had such a wonderful day, and we went to Akrurgat, and that's a very, very important place for the Vaishnavas, because actually this symbolizes the end of Brajalila. Actually, Brajalila ends there in Akrurgat. Krishna says, no, Anumrahaya Bhatanam Manusam Dhanamata Vayatita Risikhyaya Shuddhata Parvaya. Krishna takes a human form and performs so many lilas, so many pastimes, in order to attract the conditioned jivas of this world. Okay? So that's the purpose of all the lilas that Krishna is performing. Anyone who hears the lilas of Krishna, who hears with a little attention, a little faith, automatically becomes attracted. The normal effect is that he shows interest. Like this sloka Mahaprabhu was showing, Atmaramas Chamuna Yoni Grante Api Rukrama. The lilas of Krishna are so powerful that even the Atmaramas, those who are completely satisfied in the blissful happiness of the soul, they become attracted. So if Atmaramas become attracted, what to speak of conditioned souls? So, more like we used to say, Vikritam Maraja just if you hear with faith the pastimes of Krishna, the pastimes of the Ras Lila, automatically the disease of the heart, the last, which is the disease of the heart, it completely disappears and bhakti appears in the heart. So you just need a little attention and faith, and automatically Lila, Braj Lila, is results. So this morning, it was like a Vipralamba topic. Vipralamba means separation, but like Maharaj said in the class, Vipralamba cannot exist if there is no Prem. Prem is like a coin of two sides. On one side there is Vipralamba, and in the other side there is Sambhog, union. So union and separation, these are the two sides of Prema. Okay, so if no Prema, no Vipralamba. That's why so much importance in our practice to perform Sudha Bhakti, because Sudha Bhakti holds the Prema. Only by performing Sudha Bhakti we can achieve Prema. If our practice is mixed with Karma Jnana For other desires, we cannot achieve prema. Sudha Bhakti hoite prema. Only Sudha Bhakti is prema. So we hear how Akrur, how he came to Vrindavan. He was sent by Kamsa with the excuse of taking Krishna and Balaram for a Danud Jagya, for a competition of art.
Wrestling.
Wrestling. Okay. Yeah, okay, anyhow. But actually, the purpose actually was that Chanur, one of the wrestlers, would kill Krishna. So Akrur was coming, and Akrur actually was so happy of coming to Braja. Actually, he knew who was Krishna. And it was, Maharaj was very beautiful this morning explaining how he was praying, with all his heart, the wishes of his heart, how he would like to do pranam to Krishna, and how Balaram would put his hand in the shoulder, and then how Krishna would ask him, how are you, how's Kamsa, how your relatives, he would say, and he would give me some gift, Maharaj said, it was some gift, and then and all these desires for these prayers that he was reciting, when he met Krishna and Balaram, they came true. All what he had in mind came true. So they had a night together, they spoke, and the next day everything was ready. So Nanda Maharaj and all the Gopas were happy, were okay with this wrestling. So they prepared so many milk and curd and ghee and preparations to offer to Kamsa. Actually, Kamsa was the uncle of Krishna, because he was brother of Devaki. So then all Gopas and then all the Sakas were all in bullock carts, ready to go. And so at that moment, when the Gopis hear that Krishna is leaving, then all went to the place where Akrur was ready to go. And actually, the Gopis never did show their feelings, in front of Krishna or Balaram. But at that time, because the situation was such an emergency, that they just show all his feelings, and they show how much they love Krishna, and they were saying like nobody can understand that actually Krishna is going and he's not going to come again to Braja. He's not coming back again. And all these Gopas are foolish because they are just pushing him, and nobody makes an obstacle. Providence is so bad on us that he's not making any obstacle for Krishna to stop and not go to Braja. And this is true because Krishna never came back. So the Gopis were very, very sad and lamenting. But the plan was already set, so then Krishna left, and then the Gopis were very, very much afflicted, and they stood standing until all the dust disappeared. Nevertheless, Krishna knew what was going on, and then sent the message that, "Oh, Gopis, don't worry, because I will come back. After tomorrow, I will come back." So only a Rasic Vaishnava can actually feel what's going on there. Actually, Prabhupada used to say that our main seva is just to serve those Brajavasis who are most afflicted by separation of Krishna. When Krishna leaves Vrindavan, to serve those Brajavasis, this is the supreme seva of Bhaktas, of Vaishnavas. So then we can see that actually no, Mahaprabhu, says, "Hey, Mate Mahaprabhu Nilanchale Vaise Ratre Dine Krishna Vichedana." This Mahaprabhu was in Jagannath Puri and he was always completely absorbed in Vipralamba, in these feelings that the gopis are having, when Krishna is going. This is what actually Mahaprabhu was feeling in Jagannath Puri, day and night. He was completely submerged in the ocean of Vipralamba Rasa. And for the, like, how's this? Jugaitam Niyasinat Saksusa Pravisaitam Sunitam Jagastavan Govinda Vilahana. This is what the gopis were feeling at that time. Jugaitam Niyasinat, just one moment in the absence of Krishna is like a big, like a yuga, and the tears would rain from their eyes constantly. And this world, even though so many things in this world, so many trees, so many colors, so many rivers, I was saying, so many things, beautiful things, so much attraction, but even though with all these things, for the gopis, this world is completely empty, there is nothing for them. So these are the feelings of the gopis there, And one more thing is that Bhaktivinoda Thakur used to say that real seva means when a person is in need, then it's real seva. He used to say, like, you can give a glass of water to a soldier, in his quarters, and that's okay, it's good seva, But to give a glass of water to a soldier in the battlefield when the soldier is just bounded and really needs some care, this seva has so much value. It's the same thing, giving a glass of water, but the situation is completely different. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur used to say that, let me die in Kurukshetra. I want to die in Kurukshetra. Then disciples would say, but why Kurukshetra? I mean, Vrindavan, Navadvip, we can understand, but Kurukshetra, why? Then Bhaktivinoda Thakur used to say that because in Kurukshetra, 100 years after, Radharani and Krishna are going to meet. At that time, Radharani is completely dry, is completely exhausted of 100 years being submerged in the Vipralamba ocean, in separation. So at that time is when Radharani needs most seva, needs support, needs any seva. So that's what Thakur used to say that, like, let me die there, let me serve in Kurukshetra to Radharani. So then this seva has much more value. Because why? Because in Vrindavan, everyone is happy in Vrindavan. Radharani always is happy in Vrindavan. No, there is no question of sadness or anything. So, and one more thing is, our Gurudev used to say that Vipralamba is so important because in Vipralamba, our vajan matures. When we do vajan in Vipralamba, then by the fire of Vipralamba, by the fire of separation, our vajan matures. So that's so important. Like, for example, Krishna, when he is with Radharani, then he sees Radharani everywhere. Wherever he sees, then Krishna sees Radharani. And Radharani says, when in separation of Krishna, she sees Krishna everywhere. There is no place where there is no Krishna. No? But when they are in Sambhog, when they are together, there is only one Krishna. No more Krishna. So Vajan, when we do in separation, then we can see Krishna actually everywhere. We can see the hand of providence in many places. So yeah, so that's. But again, the point is that Vipralamba exists only when there is bhakti, when there is prema. If there is no prema, there is no Vipralamba. So therefore, Sudha Bhakti Holta Prema. We should put emphasis on our practice of pure bhakti, and therefore we can proceed towards Nistha, Rucha, Sakti, and achieve our goal. But Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.